What if your child is the bully? Now let's flip the script. A lot of times we hear, oh, somebody bullied my child, or somebody is bullying my child, and we hear a lot of reactions. Now, if it's the other way around, how do we address it? Now, in situations where you're called upon that your child actually bullied another child, the first thing you have to do is to ensure you are present in that situation or at the location where it happened. Or if you cannot, you have to listen to whoever is reporting to you and hear what they have to say. Let's remove the fact that maybe the person, the other party, the person being bullied, is in a life-threatening situations. Then that is what should be addressed first. Then you come back, or if it's not life-threatening to the other party, to listen to the encounter of what actually happened. The worst thing you can do to yourself is to be in denial. You need to pay attention. Then, after listening maybe from the other people around or the adult who was around, now it's time for you to face your child. You need to communicate with your child. This is where whatever bonding you have had with your child will come into play. If you've been a very communicative parent, a present parent, an intentional parent, then you will be able to address a whole lot at that point. But perhaps you're an absent parent, or you're a deadbeat parent, or you're never available except when the child is in trouble, then this might be a very soft path for you to tread. Now, you have to ask your child and listen to his or her version of what happened, right? And pay attention on how to marry what has been told to you to what your child is saying. Then, when your child is narrating, reaffirm the child that, you know what, tell me the truth. I want to hear you speak it. I want to hear from you. Let me know where the issue stemmed from. So with this, guiding your child, when you get to that point that where the child had to do the bullying act or something, then you let the child process to say, but would you have done this? Is this the best thing you should have done? What are the options? What are the other things you should have done rather than what you did, right? So at this point, you're getting into your child's head with your emotions showing, but you not losing your cool, because that is not what you want at that particular time. But trust our parents in those days. They won't even give you the opportunity to go through all that line. They know how they use their, you know what I mean. But in this age and time, when you find yourself in that situation, the first thing is don't lose your cool. Get into your child's head to ascertain what actually happened, and let the child process the information to say, what would you have done differently? Or how would you have felt if the other party did this to you? Of course, you'll be disappointed, you'll be frustrated, you'll be unhappy, you'll be sad about being told that your child is the one who bullied another child. But you know what? You do not just wish this away. You have to address it. Perhaps it's something that you cannot address, or maybe it has to do with school. Let the school take the discipline. I'm not sure any school will take a discipline that is detrimental to the health of your child. So once you let the child understand that there are consequences for actions and inactions, which you must have been teaching your child from the home. Can you see where everything boils down to the home? So in this situation, let disciplinary action be taken against your child, but the lesson has to be learned. Now, when the situation is that bad, your child might need a therapy, because you don't want to raise a child who cannot control his or her temper, a child who is overly aggressive, a child who cannot, just be what you want him to be, a responsible child. Every parent wants to raise a responsible child. So you need to escalate this. If you have to visit a therapist, please do, and nip it in the bud before it becomes something that you won't even be able to handle later on. So parents, please, as much as possible, let us nip this act in the bud, especially in the home, because we see traces. Please don't look away when you see your child exhibiting those bullying tendencies. Maybe by words. It doesn't have to be physical beating or something. Are your children exhibiting the bullying behavior, the way they respond to their siblings or their friends? Please nip it in the bud, so that you don't have cause to do too much when you cannot do anything anymore. Parenting is not easy. Whoever says it's a smooth path to go through is being economical with the truth, but we can do it, and we have to be intentional parents. I wish you all happy parenting.